The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.nikkiclarkenetwork.com.
Welcome back. Sitting beside me is an empowerment coach and author and motivational speaker. Please welcome ANDREA LAVALLEE to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's very exciting.
You're welcome. You want to tell people how this happened? How you manifested getting here? Let's go way back.
Okay.
Rewind.
Yeah, so I've never been on your show, obviously, but I've heard of you, I've heard of your show, and there was something about you. Not so much the show, but it was something about you where I said, okay, so a lot of people in my circle talked about you a lot. And I'm like, one day I'm going to go on her show. Yeah, good things, don't worry. One day I'm going to go on her show, you know, and when the time's right, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I want her to invite me on.
Yeah, okay.
And then to make a long story short, I won like the top prize, which was coming on your show in a raffle.
Yeah.
At a conference.
Totally manifested that.
So, and the crazy thing was, as they were calling the number, as you said, I want to give away the prize because I didn't even know it was a prize to be won. I want to give away the prize, and all these other prizes were being won, and I thought, guess I'm not going to win, you know. And then as you mentioned that was going to be one of the prize, I thought, this is the one I'm winning. And before they said my number, I started to get up to go claim the prize.
Wow.
Because I don't know.
That's intense.
It just clicked.
And then you heard your name.
And then they said the full number, and it was meant to be.
Wow, optimal law of attraction.
Yeah,
I love it. So tell us a little bit about your background.
I worked as an employment counselor for about 15 years. So I worked in a nonprofit, and I doing case management and helping people find jobs. It was very rewarding. I loved it. But after a while, you know, when you get that transformation happening, you start to feel like
you lose your mojo.
Something, there's something else, right? And you want to give of yourself. And I decided to become a life coach, and that's how it all started. That was 3 years ago. And I took my life coach training, became a certified life coach, did my NLP, did some Reiki training. I'm now a Reiki master.
Awesome.
And started my business, the Empowerment Coaching Group. And it's been amazing. Mm-hmm. And I love empowering others, and I love what I do. I loved being an employment counselor, but I really feel I found my passion in what I do, in empowering people and the workshops and the Reiki and all that great stuff.
So when did you start the coaching? How long has it been now?
So I've always been a coach, because when I was counseling, I was constantly empowering my clients, because a lot of the clients that were coming in were, you know, they lost all the motivation they had to find work. Not having employment is very self-defeating. And so I was the one that was always encouraging them and giving them the tools they need to go back to work. So that was kind of coaching too.
Absolutely.
But officially, I would say 3 years now.
3 years. Okay. So different from being an employment coach, you know, you're dealing with someone or dealing with life coaching. So that encompasses everything.
Definitely.
And if you're empowering, then what are people coming to you with feeling of powerlessness? What is it that's happening to them that you noticed?
A lot of things that's happening to them is as they're growing up, or even as adults, they're starting to get that awareness about themselves, that they really, they have a lot of fears, they've had traumas, they really need to connect. They need connection. And I don't want to use the word love, because it's very similar, love and having a connection with people. But they're missing a lot of that. Most importantly, they're missing validation. And so a lot of times that's all they really need.
So that's what they need to get unstuck?
Yeah, to get unstuck and to get their power back. And it really all started with my own journey, if I may talk about it a little bit. Is while I was growing up, I wasn't allowed to really speak my feelings and my thoughts. My mom, you know, she means well, but she took a lot of my power away. And I had to gain that back. So on my journey, I learned a lot of skills and tools that I feel I want to share with others.
Sure.
And you know, when I tell people you need to get your power back, they look at me like I didn't even know I lost it. And so it's very rewarding to say, okay, like, you know, let's start with this.
Right.
And it's really people who are just aware of they want to do more and they want to give of themselves. Because if you're familiar with the story of the three parables, the three talents, the parable of the three talents, two of the people, they multiplied their talents, and one of them hid their talent in the ground. And so, you know, I'm sure if that one person that hid their talent in the ground, if they had some validation and some mentoring and coaching, they would know what to do with their talent. They wouldn't hide it because of fear. And that's what I enjoy doing, is helping people get their talents and their power back and not feel fearful to come out of the dark and come into the light and give of themselves and give of all the things that they really were meant to give of.
Yeah, there's an incredible territory that opens up once you get past the fear.
Amazing.
And, it's an amazing thing.
Yeah, it's very eye-opening. You see that awareness on their face, and it's just, you know, it's just beautiful to see, because, you know, they know inside of them they've always had that. But somewhere along the line, like in my case, growing up as a child having no voice, somewhere along the line they get their voice back.
Yeah, it gets muted. Back. Yeah, okay, and then you get it back. Tell us very quickly about a book project that you're involved in.
I'd love to. So I have 2 books coming out, and again, it goes with what I do, and it's all about empowerment. So in addition to the coaching, workshops, Reiki, I'm compiling a book. I'm looking for, it's 30 stories of people who basically have said, you know, no more. I'm going to live my empowered life. I'm going to be that person to, you know, talk about my journey, because I want to inspire others to do the same. Because usually when people read about other people's journey, they feel if they can do it, I can do it too.
Right.
So it's a part of one of the tools I'm using to bring that. The book is called Keep Calm and Live Your Empowered Life, and I'm looking for co-authors. And another exciting project is called Vision Quest. So there's 2 books coming, and it's very exciting. And it's all about, that one's all about my journey.
Right.
And Keep Calm and Live Your Empowered Life, it's all about 30 stories of empowerment. Okay,
so where can people connect with you to either be a co-author or just know more about what you do?
Yeah, they can connect with me through my website. It's www.theempowermentcoachinggroup.com, and all my information's there. My phone number, email, social media. So my website.
Well, congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
I know, you know, the journey that it takes to write a book. It's it takes quite a bit of emotion and focus. So congratulations on that.
But it's all for the good of mankind.
It's absolutely. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Same.
Yeah,
Nikki.
come back anytime, please.
Thank you so much.
Well, ANDREA LAVALLEE. We'll be right back.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience, or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.